Welcome, everyone, to Vaudeville. My name is Jack Barker, and I'm your master of ceremonies for the performance today. For the next 50 minutes, we present you with a program of cheerful frivolity based on a long tradition of refined entertainment, suitable for all tastes and ages. We can honestly say our show is one where a child can bring his or her parents without the least fear of embarrassment. But even more, you have my guarantee that each and every one of you will find something that will delight the spirit, lighten the heart, and engage the mind. Each of our artistes today has honed his or her skills to perfection for your enjoyment. You, my friends, are in luck. Not just top-notch acts, but we have a great setup here and a dandy orchestra. You know, I did a show somewhere else the other night, and we had a 5-piece band. They only knew 5 pieces. Throughout the show, half the audience was applauding and half the audience was booing. But the problem was that the half who were applauding were clapping for the half that was booing. Boy, the tenor was so bad that one fella in the audience started tossing tomatoes at the poor guy. So I said, "Hey, bub, why are you pelting our singer with tomatoes?" And he yelled back, "Because watermelons are out of season." But tonight, if you happen to bring produce with you, I'm confident you can save it later to make a salad. And if you do elect to commence chucking kumquats in the direction of the stage, kindly aim for the orchestra pit. Musicians are always hungry. Now then, with the preliminaries over, I invite you to put your cares and worries aside, relax, and enjoy vaudeville. First on our program is the world-renowned aerialist Charmion. A native of Sacramento, she performs back-breaking choreography on the lyra, the aerial ring high above our stage. For a starter, she demonstrates her lithe flexibility on the static hoop before spinning into the daring main course, a mesmerizing display of acrobatic skill. So let's welcome Charmion and her companion, Jumbo, the educated elephant. Bravo, Charmion, you've taken aerial artistry to new heights. Really, folks, doesn't it take your breath away? And isn't that a wonderful thing for the unfortunate people sitting next to that fella in the third row who had garlic and onions for supper? Folks, you've all heard of dueling with pistols used to settle a disagreement, right? Well, this next talented twosome duels with accordions for our pleasure and amazement. Give a big hand for Count Guido, accordion virtuoso and international recording artist, and his co-performer on this occasion, accordion legend Ernie Felice. They join together for one time only in this delightful rendition of Hillbilly Heyday, complete with dancing milk cow named Delsie. Take it away, boys. On guard. What a musical treat that was. So who do you think won the duel? And what were they dueling over? The hand of some fair maiden, perhaps? And if the winner got her hand, does that mean the loser had to take the rest of her? Speaking of romance, the path to love is not always easy. So take a dashing hero, mix well with a lovely heroine, and throw in just a bit of wicked villain for flavor, and you have the perfect recipe for classic melodrama. Here's our story. Can you believe it? Someone is stealing gold bullion, and Dudley Do-Right is on the case. The question is, will his exploits win the hand of sweet Nell, his heart's desire? Let's find out as the Goldrush players present the action-packed thriller, Finding Gold. And this will be followed by the touching Will You Remember, the sweetheart song made for lovers like Dudley and Nell.
Gold. Some Canadians had it in their watches. Others had it in their teeth. One Canadian had it on his mind. The pride of the mounted police, Dudley Do-Right. Now our hero is digging for two reasons. One, he received a new shovel on his birthday. And two, only gold and the wealth it brings will win him the fickle but beautiful heart of the fair Nell Fenwick. Nell is the daughter of the post commander, and it is for her that Dudley tries to do right, but seldom does.
Look what I have found, sweet Nell.
That's not gold, Dudley. That is a tin can.
Yes, but all that glitters is not gold.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure. I shall give it some thought whilst working in the mine. Farewell, Nell.
And with that thought in mind, Dudley dug as he had never dug before, toiling day and night until 3 weeks later, he emerged from the bowels of the earth holding 2 large sacks filled with gold.
Eureka!
That's Eureka. But Dudley knew what he meant, and off he dashed to his beloved.
I have done it. I can now wed the fair Nell.
Ah, but Dudley's horse had been through this before. He knew that the path to success was paved with low-grade asphalt. Speaking of low grade, here is the villain of our melodrama, Snidley Whiplash.
Egad, that dullard has struck it rich. Now I must strike while the dullard is hot.
His servant-like mind quickly hit upon an evil plan.
Oh, Dudley, have you given any thought to what would happen to me if anything should happen to you?
Why, no, I haven't.
I thought not. Here, sign this.
And the unsuspecting Dudley signed a will that left his mind to Whiplash in the event that he should meet with an untimely accident, which is precisely what Snidley had in mind. Up to now, no one had thought it odd that Dudley had discovered gold that had already been poured into sacks. The reason for this was Dudley had not dug his way into a mine, but into the post commander's office where the payroll was usually kept.
1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. What's this? 2 potatoes are missing.
Yes, Inspector Fenwick was nobody's fool. He knew that somebody was robbing the post payroll.
Send Do-Right in here.
You sent for me, sir?
Here are your orders, Do-Right. Bring in the thief who's robbing the payroll.
Five minutes later, Constable Dudley Do-Right was on the trail to Quebec in search of clues. Little did he know he was playing right into Snidley Whiplash's evil hand.
Oh, Whiplash, you devil, what are you up to?
No good, you can bet on that. Your mine will be mine.
Whiplash jammed a burning stick of TNT into our hero's big mouth and pushed him over. Dudley realized that only water would extinguish the fuse. He decided to head back to the post and to the inspector's office where a bucket of water was kept for just such emergencies. By now, Whiplash was in the process of exploring his mine. Groping his way through the inky blackness of the tunnel, he came up in the inspector's office and clutched to his bosom the remaining sacks of gold.
Eureka, I am rich.
Just then, the door burst open. Dudley dashed in, doused the TNT in the bucket of water, then turned to his arch enemy.
So you are the payroll thief.
Whiplash was caught in the web of his own evil scheme. He got 30 days. Dudley got 7, a week's vacation as a reward for getting his man.
But where are you off to, dear Dudley?
I am off to find another mine so I can make the mine.
Yes, Dudley Do-Right went back to digging for gold. And although we cannot be certain, we feel he will soon find wealth beyond his wildest dream. in the springtime, when blossoms are fragrant in May. No years that are coming can bring time to make me forget, dear, this day.
I love you in life's gray December, the same as I love you today. My heart ever young will remember the thrill it knew that day in May.
Sweetheart, 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 will you love me ever? Will you remember this day when we were happy in May, my dearest one?
Sweetheart, 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 though our paths may sever, to life's last faint ember, will you remember? Springtime, love time, May. Springtime, love time, May.
Ah, such calamity, such chaos, such suspense. But the good guys saved the day. And wasn't that romantic duet the perfect ending to Dudley's day? Thank you, players. Now, friends, I'm going to introduce two fast-upping young men, a couple of kids whose dancing has created a furor, a stampede throughout the nation, so help me. Meet the Condos brothers, Frank and Nick, whose fast, tricky footwork and complicated dance moves put even the best hoofers to shame. Do your stuff, fellas. Well done. Doesn't all that toe tapping get your hands clapping and your pulse racing? Come on, let's hear it for this dynamic dance team who never beat around the bush and don't know the meaning of the word pussyfoot. We're now going to have a 5-minute intermission, folks. Please feel free to stretch, converse, or grab yourself a cotton candy or a sarsaparilla from the refreshment stalls right over there. Or maybe go ahead and polish off that produce you've been saving just in case. We'll be back in 5 to bring you more vaudeville entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for what you've all been waiting for. Hold on to your seats. Here is Loie Fuller, Chicago's free dance practitioner, who regularly performs her famous skirt dance, the Serpentine, to standing room only crowds in the best clubs in Paris. Today she weaves her hypnotic spell on our stage with new choreography designed especially to enthrall us. Thrill to the exotic magic of her movement as she twists and turns, flows and soars in the rapturous artistry of the butterfly dance. You won't ever see anything like that back in Peoria, will you? Thank you, Miss Fuller. That was beautiful. As we said, a show like this has something for all tastes. Our goal is not just to delight, but to enlighten. We are honored now to present to you the revered Shakespearean actor Frederick Ward. Wherever he performs, his readings arouse strong emotions that tug at the heartstrings of his audiences. Today he has a change of pace from playing his signature piece, King Lear. Something a little more modern, but still moving. Instead, he's chosen to declaim for us the stirring poem by T.S. Eliot, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. Please welcome to our stage the eminent, the world-famous actor, Mr. Frederick Ward.
Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky like a patient etherized upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets, the muttering retreats of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels, and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells, streets that follow like a tedious argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question. Oh, do not ask what is it. Let us go and make our visit. In the room the women come and go, talking of Michelangelo. Do I dare disturb the universe? In a minute there is time for decisions and revisions, which a minute will reverse. For I have known them all already, known them all. Have known the evenings, mornings, afternoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I know the voices dying with a dying fall beneath the music from a farther room. So how should I presume? And I have known the arms, already known them all, arms that are braceleted and white and bare, but in the lamplight downed with light brown hair. Is it perfume from a dress that makes me so digress? Arms that lie along a table or wrap about a shawl, and should I then presume? And how should I begin? Should I, after tea and cakes and ices, have the strength to force the moment to its crisis? But though I have wept and fasted, wept and prayed, though I have seen my head, grown slightly bald, brought in upon a platter, I am no prophet, and here's no great matter. I have seen the moment of my greatness flicker, and I have seen the eternal footman hold my coat and snicker, and in short I was afraid. And would it have been worth it after all, after the cups, the marmalade, the tea, among the porcelain, among some talk of you and me? Would it have been worthwhile to have bitten off the matter with a smile, to have squeezed the universe into a ball, to roll it towards some overwhelming question, to say, I am Lazarus come from the dead, come back to tell you all, I shall tell you all? If one, settling a pillow by her head, should say, that is not what I meant at all. That is not it at all. No, I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be. I'm an attendant lord, one that will do to swell a progress, start a scene or two, advise the prince, no doubt an easy tool, deferential, glad to be of use, politic, cautious and meticulous, full of high sentence, but a bit obtuse. At times, indeed, almost ridiculous, almost at times the fool. I grow old, I grow old. I have heard the mermaids singing each to each. I do not think that they will sing to me. I have seen them riding seaward on the waves, combing the white hair of the waves blown back, when the wind blows the water white and black. We have lingered in the chambers of the sea, by sea-girls wreathed with seaweed red and brown, till human voices wake us, and we drown.
I'm sure there isn't a dry eye in the house. Please take another bow, Mr. Ward. Our thanks. We appreciate you being here today. At this point in our show, the lovely Louise Grudy joins me on stage. Hi, Louise.
Hi, Jack.
Now, you may not know that Louise and I are currently performing in the musical No No Nanette on Broadway. Louise has taken a break from rehearsals to help me share one of the show's hit songs, Tea for Two. Are you ready, Louise?
I sure am.
Good. We invite you all to dream along with the show's main characters, Nanette and Tom, as they imagine their future.
Discontented with homes that are rented, so I have invented my own. Darling, this place is a lover's oasis where life's weary chase is unknown. Far from the cry of the city, where flowers pretty caress the streams. Cozy to hide in, to live side by side in. Don't let it abide in my dreams. Just try to picture you upon my knees.
It's tea for two and two for tea.
Just me for you and you for me alone. Nobody near us to see us or hear us.
Friends or relations on weekend vacation.
We won't have it known, dear, that we own a telephone. Dear,
day will break and I'll awake and start to bake a sugar cake.
For me to take, for all the boys to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you, a girl for me. Oh, can't you see how happy we would be?
Thank you, Louise. Always a pleasure to perform with you. Now, for a change of pace, let's welcome comedians Bud Abbott and Lou Costello as they present their tribute to our national pastime. As the rascally rabbit said to the hunter who wanted to know what season it is, it's baseball season. Say hello to Bud and Lou.
Friends, just pretend that we're organizing a baseball team here at the retired actors' home. And I am the manager.
You're going to be the manager of the retired actors baseball team?
Yes.
I would like to join the retired actors baseball team.
Oh, you would?
And I would like to know some of the guys' names on the team, so if I want to play with them, I know them, and I meet them on the street or in the home here, I can say hello to them.
Well, let's see now. We have on our team, we have who's on first, What's on second? I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out, the guy's name. That's what I want to find out, the guy's name.
I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
Now, Abby, you going to be the manager of the baseball team?
Yes.
You know the guy's names?
Well, I should.
Well, you told me the guy's names on the baseball team.
I say, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
You ain't saying nothing to me yet. Go ahead and tell me. I mean, the guy's name.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The guy playing first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm not asking you. What's the guy's name on first base?
Oh, no, what's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
Now, what's the guy's name on first base?
Now, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not
Whoa, 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 whoa. How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
I mentioned his name.
Yes.
I don't know anybody's name on the team. How could I mention a guy's name?
You did? You just mentioned it.
All right, what's the guy's name on third base?
No, what's on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on first.
I didn't even mention that guy's name on third base.
Yes, you did.
All right, then who's playing third base?
No, who's on first?
I'm not asking you what's on first.
What's on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know. He's third base. I don't know anybody on the baseball team.
You do. You mentioned their names.
I do?
Sure.
You got an outfield?
Well, naturally.
Tell the fielder's name.
Why?
Just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Well, go ahead. Tell me.
Tell you what?
Tell the fielder's name.
Why?
Because I want to know. Because.
Oh, he's center field. You know these players as well as
Who's
I.
in center field?
Now, who's on first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know. Third base. Do you know the guy's names on the team?
Look, Louis, you don't seem to understand. See, I have a first baseman.
What's the first? I asked you, what's the first baseman's name?
No, what's the second base?
I don't even get past the first. All right, who's on second?
Who's on first?
What base do you want to talk about?
Anyone you want to talk about.
I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn. I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
Isn't that just astonishing? I don't doubt that someday that routine will be named the best comedy sketch of this century. How time flies. The finale is upon us already, and what a final act it is. Direct from Paris, we bring you those talented and beautiful Les Filles de Moulin Rouge. Come out here, ladies. We have Fifi, Brigitte, Sylvie, Paulette, Nicole, Monique, Josette, Colette, Antoinette. Boy, what a bunch of et. I hope I didn't forget any.
Me! You forgot me! I'm Juliet. Mwah.
Let's give them a warm welcome, folks, as they perform for us the dance sensation that has livened up music hall stages in Europe for almost a century, the high-kicking can-can. Well done, gals. You were outstanding. Now we all invite our vaudeville players to join us for one final bow so you can show them your appreciation. On behalf of myself, Jack Barker, and all of us, we thank you for helping us to bring vaudeville to life. Now be careful getting home. It's a crazy world out there. We hope to see you all again soon.